Click clack bada bing bada boom 문을 박 차면 모두 날 바라본 굳이 애써 노력 안 해도 팡팡 바라바라 팡팡팡 지금 날 위해 축배를 짜잔짠 내 손에 바라 폴라 해니 네가 말로만 듣으니까
One of the biggest surprises in Wednesday's second season was the story of Thing, the loyal hand that has been with the Addams family forever. For a long time, fans saw Thing as just the funny, creepy helper, opening doors, carrying notes, and sneaking around the school. But in season 2, the writers gave him something much deeper, an identity crisis. Thing started to wonder who he really was. Was he just a servant? Was he just an accessory to the Addams family? Or was he his own being, with his own history, his own choices, and even his own future? That question bothered him so much that he even joined a support group, trying to find answers. This was the first time we saw Thing struggling with something human, an internal problem that went way beyond just helping Wednesday with her plans. Then came the shocking reveal. The show introduced Isaac Knight, a man connected to Thing's past. Isaac was revealed to be the original owner of the severed hand. In other words, Thing didn't just appear out of nowhere. He once belonged to someone else. This blew fans' minds because it meant Thing wasn't just a mysterious Addams creature. He had a backstory, and that backstory was darker than anyone imagined. But here's the twist. When Thing and Isaac were reunited, they realized they had very different values and beliefs. Isaac and Thing didn't share the same morals, the same loyalty, or the same view of family. And that's when Thing had to make the most important choice of his life. In the end, he chose the Addams family. Not because he was forced to, and not because he had nowhere else to go, but because he realized that was truly where he belonged. The Addams family accepted him, cared for him, and treated him as more than just a tool. They treated him as family. That choice gave Thing peace. His crisis ended, and for the first time, he knew exactly who he was. Not Isaac's hand, not a lost creature, but a proud member of the Addams family. This matters a lot for the future. In season 3, we won't see Thing doubting himself or wondering if he belongs. His role is now stronger and clearer than ever. He's not just the family's assistant. He's their protector, their scout, and their most loyal ally. And after proving that he knows exactly who he is, we can expect Thing to play an even bigger part in Wednesday's battles and challenges to come. So, what looked at first like just a creepy sidekick turned into one of the most emotional storylines of the season. Thing's journey shows us something powerful. It doesn't matter where you came from. It matters who you choose to stand with. Another character who shocked everyone in season 2 was Tyler Galpin. Back in season 1, he was Wednesday's love interest, the boy who seemed sweet and trustworthy, until the truth came out that he was the Hyde, the monster that had been killing people. That twist left fans speechless, and in season 2, his story only got darker. This time around, Tyler makes one of the biggest decisions of his life. He completely rejects the idea of being controlled by anyone. No more mothers, no more masters, no more following orders. He finally accepts who he really is. A Hyde, a monster with terrifying power. But here's the difference. He doesn't want to be a slave to someone else's commands. He wants to control his own destiny. Near the end of the season, we see hints that Tyler may no longer be alone. Isadora Capri, a mysterious character who has experience with Hydes, her ex-lover and even her father were Hydes, suggests that there is an entire pack of Hydes out there. That changes everything. Up until now, we've only seen Tyler as a single monster, dangerous but limited. If he joins a community of Hydes, he won't just be dangerous, he'll be unstoppable. And here's the wild part. It doesn't look like Tyler will just be another member of the pack. With his ambition, his strength, and his refusal to bow down to anyone, it's very possible that he could rise to become their leader. Imagine not just one Hyde in the woods hunting Wednesday, but an entire pack, all organized, working together, and following Tyler's command. That would make him one of the deadliest villains the show has ever seen. The season also makes it clear that a showdown with Wednesday is inevitable. Tyler isn't just lurking in the shadows anymore. He's preparing. He's building. And when he finally comes face to face with Wednesday again, it won't be a one-on-one fight like before. This time, he'll have a Hyde army standing behind him. This sets up Season 3 for some of the biggest battles we've ever seen in the Wednesday universe. Tyler is no longer the confused boy pretending to be normal. He's now fully self-aware, fully confident, and ready to unleash chaos. The only question left is, can Wednesday stop him? Or will Tyler and his pack finally destroy everything she's been trying to protect? One of the most emotional storylines in Wednesday's second season didn't come from Wednesday herself, but from Bianca Barkley and her mother Gabrielle. From the start, we knew their relationship was complicated, but Season 2 revealed just how much they had both been suffering under the control of Principal Dort. Dort wasn't just a strict school leader. He was a manipulator who had a grip on Bianca and her mother's lives. For Bianca, this meant constantly being used and pushed around, while Gabrielle was trapped in a cycle of control, unable to break free. But everything changed by the end of the season when Dort finally got what he deserved. Crushed into stone and burned away, he was completely removed from the story. It was a victory not just for Bianca, but for her family. With Dort gone, Bianca and Gabrielle finally tasted freedom. For the first time in years, they weren't under anyone's thumb. But this wasn't just about being free. It was also about what they would do next. And that's where things get really interesting. Season 2 also pulled back the curtain on the morning song cult, something fans had been curious about since Bianca first mentioned it. We learned about its origins, the damage it had caused, and the way it used sirens and their abilities for profit and power. Gabrielle, who had been tied up in that world, was revealed to have made serious money by working with the cult. That detail sets up a huge question for the future. Will she and Bianca completely break from the past, or will the shadows of Morning Song come back to haunt them? For Bianca, though, Season 3 looks like a fresh start. No more being controlled. No more being forced to use her siren song for someone else's gain. Now she and her mother have the chance to use their powers in a positive way. Not for manipulation, but for protection, healing, and maybe even leadership. Bianca has already shown that she's one of the strongest, most independent students at Nevermore. And with Dort gone, she has room to truly step into her own. What makes this storyline so powerful is that it's about redemption and choice. Gabrielle gets the chance to leave behind the cult that defined her life. Bianca gets the chance to finally prove that her voice, the very thing people once feared or distrusted, can be used for good. And together, they can start building a better future. One where their song isn't about control, but about strength and hope. Of course, knowing Wednesday's dark and twisty world, things won't stay peaceful forever. The Morning Song cult's influence may not be gone for good. There's always the chance that someone will come back for revenge, or that old secrets will resurface. But for now, fans can be excited to see Bianca and Gabrielle step into Season 3, stronger, freer, and ready to write their own story. If there's one thing we've learned from the first 2 seasons of Wednesday, it's that Nevermore Academy is never truly safe. This school might look like a place for outcasts to learn and grow, but underneath its Gothic walls is a history of chaos, betrayal, and dark secrets. And Season 2 proved that once again. The downfall of Principal Dort was shocking, but honestly, not surprising. From the moment he appeared, fans could tell he wasn't there to guide students. He was there to control them. His manipulation of Bianca and Gabrielle, along with his hidden agenda, made him one of the most dangerous figures at Nevermore. But by the end of the season, Dort's reign of terror ended in flames and stone, literally. His death was brutal, and just like that, Nevermore was left leaderless once again. But here's the problem. This has become a pattern. Every season, the principle of Nevermore seems to fall. Whether it's death, betrayal, or corruption, the leadership never lasts. And while it creates some shocking TV moments, it also leaves us with a big question. Who in the world can actually run this school? Season 3 is guaranteed to introduce a new principal, but if the past tells us anything, this character won't just be a simple teacher or caretaker. No, whoever takes control of Nevermore will bring with them bigger drama, heavier secrets, and darker intentions. Maybe they'll be connected to the Raven prophecy. Maybe they'll know more about the Addams family than even Wednesday herself. But one thing is certain. The position of Nevermore principal has almost become a curse. And it's not just about the leadership. It's about the school itself. Nevermore has developed a reputation for ending its terms in total disaster. From monsters roaming the woods, to cult leaders in charge, to principals literally dying on campus, the school is basically a magnet for chaos. And yet, somehow it survives. Students keep enrolling, parents keep sending their kids, and the drama keeps growing. In Season 3, fans should expect Nevermore to start fresh again. But don't mistake that for stability. A new beginning at this academy always means more trouble, not less. The new principal will almost certainly come with hidden motives, and their arrival could connect directly to Wednesday's next big challenge. After all, if Season 2 taught us anything, it's that the person in charge of Nevermore is never just what they seem. So, while Principal Dort is gone for good, his replacement could be even worse. And that sets up Nevermore Academy as not just a backdrop, but one of the most dangerous battlegrounds in Season 3. One of the most heartbreaking and powerful storylines in Season 2 belongs to Enid Sinclair. From the very beginning, Enid has been the colorful, bubbly, and loyal friend who balanced out Wednesday's dark, cold personality. She always wanted to belong, always wanted to prove herself, and always wanted to show that she wasn't just a weak werewolf who couldn't wolf out. But in Season 2, all of that changed. By the end of the season, Enid finally transformed, but not in the way she or anyone else expected. She fully wolfed out, and this time, it stuck. She didn't come back. She didn't return to being human. Instead, she became the very thing she always feared, a lone wolf. The last time fans saw her, Enid was wandering the woods, lonely, scared, and completely unsure of her future. She wasn't surrounded by friends. She wasn't safe at Nevermore. She was on her own, trapped in her wolf form, and worst of all, hunted. Other werewolves now see her as a threat, and the danger around her has never been higher. But here's where things get even more dramatic. Despite everyone saying it's impossible to reverse the wolfing out process once it happens, Wednesday refuses to accept that. She doesn't care about the rules, and she doesn't care about the odds. She made it clear at the end of Season 2. She will find Enid, and she will save her, no matter what it takes. And that sets up Wednesday's mission for Season 3. This isn't just about solving mysteries anymore. It's about rescuing the one person who has always been by her side. Wednesday has fought monsters, cult leaders, and even death itself. But bringing Enid back may be her hardest challenge yet. Think about it. If Wednesday has to overturn centuries of werewolf lore to save her friend, what will she risk? Will she have to go against the entire pack? Will she need to dig into forbidden magic or family secrets? Will she break the rules of nature itself? Whatever it takes, we know Wednesday won't stop until Enid is back. This storyline also deepens their relationship. Season 2 already teased how much they mean to each other. Enid risked everything by wolfing out to save Wednesday, and Wednesday proved her loyalty by not going home to her own family. She went searching for Enid instead. That bond is only going to grow stronger in Season 3. So while fans are excited about the battles with Tyler's Hyde Pack and the secrets of the Addams family, the emotional center of Season 3 will be this: Wednesday's desperate journey to bring Enid home. It's a story about friendship, loyalty, and maybe even love. the kind of bond that makes all the darkness of Nevermore worth fighting through. When fans look back at Season 2 of Wednesday, one thing stands out: the romance. Stories that seemed so important in Season 1 have completely burned out. Wednesday's flirtation with Xavier is long gone. Her complicated, toxic connection with Tyler has flipped into open hatred. He's now her sworn enemy. And even Enid's relationship with Ajax, which looked sweet and hopeful, collapsed under the weight of lies and disappointment. By the end of the season, there are no traditional love stories left among the main characters. But here's where it gets interesting. Instead of focusing on boy-girl romance, the show turns its attention to something deeper: the bond between Wednesday and Enid. Throughout Season 2, the writers gave us countless moments showing just how much they mean to each other. Enid admitted that she never wanted to be a lone wolf. Wednesday, who usually avoids showing feelings, quietly told her that she was part of her pack and promised she would never leave her alone. And when it came down to the most dangerous moments, they risked everything for one another. Enid wolfed out under a full moon to save Wednesday, and Wednesday chose to search for Enid instead of returning to her own family. Fans couldn't miss the message. Their relationship is the true heart of the show. Whether it stays as a powerful friendship or moves into something more romantic, Season 3 is set up to explore their connection in a way we've never seen before. The love stories with boys have ended, but the bond between Wednesday and Enid is only just beginning to grow. But while their friendship grows stronger, Wednesday's family secrets threaten to tear everything apart. Season 2 revealed a shocking twist involving Grandmama Addams and Wednesday's hidden aunt, sometimes called Ophelia in the visions. In those final, haunting scenes, Wednesday learns that her aunt has been kept locked away in secret, and she leaves behind a terrifying message: Wednesday must die. This raises some of the biggest questions yet. Why was Ophelia hidden? What does the prophecy mean? And how much has Grandmama been hiding from Morticia and the rest of the family? It's clear that Season 3 will dig even deeper into the Addams family's mysterious past. Fans can expect new relatives to appear, dark secrets to surface, and old relationships, like Morticia versus Grandmama, to explode into open conflict. Put these two threads together, the emotional bond with Enid and the dangerous family prophecy, and you get Wednesday's biggest challenge yet. She's fighting to protect the one person who makes her feel less alone, while also facing the horrifying possibility that her own family believes she is destined to die.